Welcome to Retired Hustler. I'm documenting my journey to $100,000 profit in 12 months, and this is week 13. Each week I'm posting videos about the trades I did for that week and the ones I closed, the ones I opened for the following weeks. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is only for educational and documentary purpose. So let's jump into it. It was a very busy week. So if we start with the numbers here, it was a very profitable week. This week I closed total 12 trades and the total profit of the week was almost $19,000. So it made my goal to 39%, almost 40%. And my monthly average became around 10,000, that was my goal for monthly profit, because I need to make around $8,000 to $10,000 per month so I can make my $100,000 goal. So let's check our trades. Oh, before trades, maybe I can mention here I'm using my new platform. As I mentioned in my previous video, it is showing me my expiring trades this week and the following week. I have a couple of calls and puts expiring, so it is showing me that. And also here it shows the stock prices if they are getting close to my strike prices. So maybe I think I will roll this one, but probably I will leave these expire. I'm not sure about this meta. I will watch that this week, but it is really nice so I can see which of the stock prices is coming to my strike prices. So being said that, let's jump into this week's trades. I'm going to click this one. So it is opening right here. As you can see, I trade 30 trades this week. Let's start with the close ones. So I closed total 12 trades and profit almost 19,000. I have one loss here, $800. It was HT and it was a credit spread, and I opened it on 2nd of October. So let's see the chart, and it was expiring on 14, which was last Friday, and I let it expire. So I didn't want to roll because it wasn't profitable. So let me open the chart here. So 2nd of October was right around here. Yeah, it was here. It was going down and went down from the Bollinger Band, and the stochastic was around 10 and it went down below 30 in RSI. So I opened the trade here. I put my credit spread strike price right here around 380, and stock keep going down, and in one point it went a little up, but then it went down again. So I checked some rolling options, but they weren't profitable, so I just let it go. But probably I might exit around here when it went out with a little loss maybe. But anyway, it was a lesson learned for me. And if we check other trades, we can see here I had two wheel option strategy here, and I had some strike prices, some covered calls for 260 and 265. But this week Amazon went down to 230s. That's why my calls expired worthless, and I got almost full prices, like around 100 here and almost 200 here. And I open new ones for the following week. I think, yeah, this one's 245 and 247. I opened two more covered call. But let's continue with the closed trades. So before going the winner of the week, I just want to quickly mention about the credit spreads. So I had many credit spreads. Some of them I opened in October. This was the week of the earning calls for most of the companies, and MasterCard, Visa, and went down quite a bit. Also, Netflix went so much down after earning call. Let's check a few of them. Actually, I just opened this Pepsi this week and I closed the same week. So let's see how was the setup. So I opened the trade on 10th and closed it on 14. My strike price was 132. So 10 was around here. On this drop, I saw it is going below 100 moving day average, and I decided to enter. And after a few days, it went up quite a bit, and I exit with a profit of $55. And yeah, my strike price was around here, way below. As I mentioned, I like to play safe, so that's why my premium was also very low. So let's continue with MasterCard. So I had like two MasterCard credit spreads. Let's see. I open one of them like 30 October and exit 12. Here's the chart, 30 October and 12 November. 30 October was around here. Yep, here it was touching just to the lower band, and RSI was around 30. So I enter here, and 12 on this going up movement, I exit here on my trade. And I open another one, I think, let me see. Yeah, on 4th of November. I think right here it went even a little more down. Again, it went out from the Bollinger Band, and it was stochastic indicator was showing 20. And I open even another one here and here. So on this increase, I went out from both of them. And in total, they were almost 400, no, even, yeah, almost 400 profit. It was a nice trade. And next one is Visa. So for Visa, I entered on 4th and exit on 12 again. Let's see the Visa chart. So Visa was here. I entered on 4th and exit on 12. 4th was just right here. And similar setup, lower in the band, and stochastic was showing a down movement, and RSI was around 40 this time. So I opened the trade for almost like 45 days. And with this movement here on 12th November, together with MasterCard, I exit right around here with a profit of almost $100 here. And Bank of America and Netflix, let's check those two. I entered the trade on 28 October and exit on 14. 28 October was right around here. Oh, this was a call credit spread. Yeah, call credit spread. And I put my strike prices to 57 and 65. So it was right here, my strike price. And my long call was around here. So it was again a way above the current stock price, and and I exit on this drop here on 14 October. I exit from it, and I have another $55. Like these small trades, very safe trades. Like since I'm picking very far from the current price, they are kind of not giving much premium, but still they are adding up. So this was overall. So let me cover the winner of the week. And it was a long call. I mentioned previous week. I opened it after the drop. After the earning call, Netflix went down around 12%. So, and in 14 November, there was a split news. And I was expecting to the 14 November, there will be a hype on the stock. So I enter my long call just around here at the bottom, and I had 4 long calls. So it was each one of them around like 80 delta. So each $1 movement up was adding $320 to the options. So, and it start getting up and up. So I kind of struggle to exit because it was like $5,000 profit, $10,000 profit, $15,000 profit, and I didn't want to wait for the Friday on the split day, and that's why I want to exit right around here on Thursday. So that's what I did on Thursday. I closed the trade on 13 and I locked the 18,000 profit. And with that profit, actually, I opened some more long calls. You know, I have the cash, so I want to use it. As I mentioned, QQQ and SPY went down quite a bit, and I saw some opportunities in certain stocks like Nvidia and Palantir. I'm expecting these two will bring nice profits, hopefully. So let's check quickly Nvidia. So what happened with Nvidia on 14? It went down on 13 and 14. It went down a lot, and it was almost touching to 100-day moving average, which is not a common case. And also it was going down on the lower band, and it was around 40 RSI. So 40 RSI is kind of bottom point for Nvidia in most of time. So I decided to use that Netflix gain with on this one. So I think I enter on 13 and 14 twice with the strike prices 145 and 150. So these are my strike prices, my long call strike prices, and the expiration dates for those is February and March. So, you know, this week there is a earning call for Nvidia. I'm expecting an increase after the earning calls, but in case if the stock price stays same or go down, I will have 3 to 4 months to wait for the bounce back. So that's my thought process for Nvidia long calls. I really like Nvidia. It is the largest position in my main portfolio, and I want to use this opportunity whenever I saw my favorite stocks go to 100-day moving average or 200-day moving average, and I want to take that opportunity and buy some long calls or leaps options. So in this option, I want to go with a few months long call instead of leaps because earning is coming. I want to make it a little shorter trade. So it was kind of same thought process in Palantir. This week Palantir went also down below 100-day moving average, and RSI was around 40, and my thought process was same. So Palantir stock doesn't go much around 100-day moving average. Their earnings and revenues is so strong. I believe the future of the stock is powerful. So that's why I opened this trade. And in the following weeks, if there's a bounce back around 190 levels, I'm planning to exit. And for Nvidia, I will look for 200 levels, but we'll see how it goes next week. Other than that, I have also some Meta and Microsoft put credit spreads. I think those are really nice companies, and they went down quite after earnings. So I believe there will be a point they bounce back because they are one of the best companies in the world. So I think I had also other Meta positions. Let me quickly check here. So in Meta, open positions, yeah, I had already opened in October and November, beginning of the November. So I have right now 5 put credit spreads with, I'm just lowering my strike prices. So I have some 590s, 575, even 540s with different expiration dates like December 1st, 19, 26, and January. And yeah, I like Meta stock a lot, so I want to see what future bring to these trades. That was all for this week. I'm really excited for the following week. There's Nvidia earning call, and I think we will see some bounce back in QQQ. It went down from the Bollinger Band, but let's see how Monday will start tomorrow. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you have any value from this video, please consider also liking the video. It helps a lot to my channel. See you next week.